What is up YouTube? Today we will be unboxing my first ever supercar. Nah, I'm just kidding with you guys. This unfortunately is not my garage, maybe in a decade. Today we'll actually talk about the highest converting product on organic dropshipping that all of you guys, if you're in the organic space, have probably seen multiple times, which is this product right here, the car bracelet. Basically what that is custom car jewelry, and the demand for this product is just insane. So in total this product has like millions and millions of views, and that's not only for my accounts, that's also for my creators' accounts. At one point the product video actually went so viral that YouTube had to take down my entire account just because of copyright problems. If you don't see any success in your normal 9-to-5 organic dropshipping business, that's because you're doing it the old way. There's literally a complete new wave which is dominating the entire market, which is organic brand scaling. So I'm actually gonna show you exactly how to do it step by step and how to execute it, because if you just take your old AliExpress or dropshipping products that you found on your burner, that's not gonna work very long. You maybe run up a pump with 10 or 20K, but you're not gonna be able to do consistent 30 to 50K months. So if you're interested on how to do organic brand scaling, stay until the end. I'm now gonna explain you the entire framework. Okay, so before we go fully in depth into this video, there's basically three things I wanna introduce here before we kinda start getting into it. First of all, I wanna talk with you guys about how I found this product, because as you guys see, this is not the normal 9-to-5 dropshipping product. This is a truly branded product. Then I want to walk you guys through my content strategy. So what was the plan? Am I immediately starting with all of my creators? Am I only focusing on the US market, only the German market? What about TikTok shop, Facebook ads? I'll tell you about all of this as well. And last but not least, I'm also going to show you guys on how to get a branded Instagram account inspired by stance rims and coupled with a website which looks even more branded. As you guys can tell, this is not the usual 9-to-5 organic dropshipping video. This is like truly a branded story. And this should be all of your guys' end goal as well. You don't want to run up some AliExpress products, maybe for 1 or 2 months, make 10 or 20K months. That's good if you're a complete beginner. If you made your first 10K or your first 6 figures, because there's still 6-figure people out there who are still just doing the normal 9-to-5 organic dropshipping burner strategy and getting products off AliExpress. You have to think more long-term, something you can exit along the way, or something that is bigger than you. And let me tell you guys something. If you run the normal 9-to-5 AliExpress products, that shit ain't working. Or at least it's not working as easy as with this product. Because any one of my creators who started doing content and uploaded his first video, bro, everyone wants this product. The demand is so crazy. And this is what you guys have to look for as well, a winning product. Okay, enough yapping. Let me tell you guys actually how I found this product. And yes, it was still with the burner strategy, but not the burner scrolling that all of you guys are doing. What you guys are doing is going on your burner account every single day, exhausting the entire For You page because you're scrolling just too much. In my VIP course that I recently published in my Discord community and on Warp, I literally explain exactly on how to find these winning products. So right now we're gonna walk through this entire list together. First of all, you wanna get away from this thought of basically just, I have to find a winning product now in my scrolling session. That's not what we're doing. We are opening up our burner account not only for product research, content research is what we do at the same time. We're also just trying to find new ideas for our websites. So it's basically the whole package. Whenever I scroll on my burner account, I'm not exhausting it just by scrolling all the time and trying to find new products. What I'm always doing, I use it as an inspiration tool, and I want you guys to understand this as well. So let's say you find a dog shit product, but the content is good. Okay, as long as the content is good, I'm always, the first thing I'm thinking about is, okay, maybe this is a good dropshipper. Let me actually go on his profile and check out the website. Maybe there's some new things on his website, some new elements, maybe some scarcity element that I don't have on my website. Let me implement this. And this is always what I'm doing. It's not just a product research tool, the burner account. You do website research, content research, product research, and overall just inspiration research. It's this whole 9 yards that you're kind of just trying to do when you do your burner research. Because as soon as you implemented that, your burner account is automatically going to be much more primed than if you just scroll all the time and try to find new products, because you're just exhausting your For You page. There's not even so many products that you are scrolling on your account. And since I started doing this, which was like 6 months ago, because I already found this product back in November, it just took maybe 3 months to come up with the samples, because as I told you guys, this is a super custom made product, but we'll talk about this in just a second. My burner account started showing me super untapped products and not the normal 9-to-5 AliExpress products. Like, I saw branded products. Anyone who's scrolling on his burner account is probably seeing some of my accounts as well. And if you guys see my face, because most of the products that I'm doing, you either recognize my apartment or you recognize my face. I just run crazy products, branded products. Like I'm not doing organic dropshipping anymore. I'm literally doing organic brand scaling. I'm trying to find a product which has branded potential and just run this through the roof with my organic strategy. I'm quite sure 50% of people who are watching this video know what product I'm talking about right now, which is also a branded product, which is not leaked right now, but it's also a product which has the potential to make multi-seven figures. And those are the products I'm looking for. I'm not trying to look like for 5-figure products when I'm on my burner account. But if you scroll on your burner account every single day, exhausting your For You page, that's exactly what the TikTok algorithm is gonna show you. Okay, so I was talking a bit off track, but this was super important to kind of just explain so you now understand what I'm talking about. Because what I was doing on my burner account, since I explained to you guys, I analyzed every single account that kind of gets my attention, not only the product, but everything, the content of the creator that is actually publishing the content on his product account, his website, everything. So what I was doing, I actually found this account, which is called Grid Threads. And what they are doing is, that's like a Formula One product, which is like also jewelry. And this kind of got my attention back then. So I was like scrolling on their account, just getting some inspiration, looking at the comments, seeing if there's any demand. Because I myself, I just love running products in the car niche. So since this got my attention, I was just scrolling on the account, analyzing everything from A to Z. Their content, their product selection overall, maybe they have something different. Is it only bracelets that they are promoting? Is it also jewelry? Is it maybe earrings? What about it? Let me actually understand this product, this account, the person who's behind this. One thing you guys have to think about, if there's somebody coming up with a good idea, the creator's most likely not stupid. So try to get in his position and try to understand his POV. What's his plan? So I was analyzing everything. I actually understood the product as I were the person running this product. Just by doing all of this for this account literally allowed me to think outside of the box and come up with the idea for my own product. So I went back on my burner account, been scrolling a little bit more, and since I was engaging so much with this account, because I'm not just scrolling all the time, so TikTok is showing me complete different products, I now interacted with a product which is in the car niche and which is a branded product. Like this is not an AliExpress product. So luckily TikTok actually showed me my exact competitor who was only running content in Germany back then, and his content was dog shit. So I was analyzing his entire account and I was like, okay, damn, this is actually interesting and ticks all of the boxes about product research that I talk about in my VIP course. It is in a passionate niche. I can't promote this product to my advantage because I love cars. There's lots of supercar showrooms around here in Dubai where I can just go to and film, which makes the barrier to entry so much higher. And as soon as I found out that this is a custom product and to find a supplier for this is not even that easy, I was like, damn, count me in, I'm running this product. Because what I'm always thinking, if there's roadblocks coming up in my product research, in my content research, I'm just like, fuck yes, I now found an advantage. You shouldn't be scared of this and be like, okay, nah, let me not run this. Like obviously, I'm not telling everyone to start doing this because it wouldn't make sense. But if you, for example, live in Dubai, you have supercar showrooms where you have almost the same exact visuals like me, you could run up this product. If you live in fuck knows where and you don't have anything to your advantage, which is something I always preach, only run products to your advantage, it's not making any sense. But obviously this was playing to my advantage. I had the supercar showrooms, I knew how to film for this product, I love the car niche, I understand what kind of controversy I can do within this niche, so everything is playing to my advantage, which is why I was like, okay, I can actually do it better than the competitor. Then I looked at his content and I was like, bro, this content is dog shit. And since I'm an organic content machine, I go viral every single day, I was like, bro, this is gonna be easy. That was until my competitor got sued and I was like, fuck. What do I do? And I was thinking, why did they actually just stop posting out of nowhere? Because I placed a test order, and on their test order, they were converting on 30K per million views, or was it even 40K? It was an insane amount of number where I was just like, bro, what the fuck? And I searched them up everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. They weren't running any Facebook ads. Their Instagram account was small as fuck, which also allowed me kind of to give it this extra edge because I know how to prime up branded Instagram accounts, which gave me another edge for this product. But overall, I was just like, holy shit, they only run this up on TikTok. TikTok is getting even worse. So if I get a primed US IG account, which looks super branded, I bring my creators onto it, bro, 100K months can be achieved easily, but I needed the brand authorization. So one step forward, I finally found a supplier on Alibaba which could do my jewelry. I sent them the logos and they were like, yeah, we can do it, but do you have a brand authorization? I was like, bro, brand authorization? What's that? So the first thing I kind of had to get was brand authorization for this product. Otherwise, I'd be cooked. And since 2-3 months ago, there was like this crazy POD wave where everyone was just doing printify products and it was super trending, but they just stole Disney designs or something like that and they got sued from them. I was like, okay, maybe let's not risk it. Obviously, I came up with a solution for that. Otherwise, I would have never been able to run up this account so fast. Send all of the letters to my manufacturer. I told him, bro, let's go. Get me the samples. Been going back and forth with my supplier all of the time on how to actually create the samples, sizes, colors, material. And then 3 months later, like actually 2.5 months later, I finally got the samples. This shit took forever. So in this video, I'm actually not gonna go super in depth on how to find the manufacturer on Alibaba. I got an entire video about this in my Discord community. So as soon as you upgrade to VIP, you're able to see all recorded calls and then just go to the call and then just search up one of my recent calls where I literally show you guys exactly on how to find Alibaba manufacturers, how to talk to them and how to get the sample. I know you should have understood how I came up with this product idea, which was not just by scrolling on my burner account like a retard. Why I love roadblocks so much and why this product is actually a winning product for me. Basically just because the competitive edge, like the barrier to entry, is so high that there's almost no competitors. As soon as someone is just trying to run up this product without brand authorization, I'm literally just gonna sue them. So I was like, okay, it was super hard for me to get the brand authorization. Surely there's no other beginner able to do it. So I was like, holy shit, this is like a Born level product, like the Night Operator type shit, where I kind of copyrighted this entire product. As soon as competitors are coming up, I'm just gonna strike them. And that's also why I'm doing this YouTube video. I already took down a few of my competitors, so I'm just like, okay, now I'm the most branded and the highest authority account on entire social media. Now, if anyone tries to copy me, you're kind of cooked because everyone in your comments is going to be like, oh, you're just copying CarBrace, which is true. And last but not least, we did find a manufacturer for this product and now the samples arrived. So now I'm gonna show you guys exactly on how I filmed for this product because the camera movements are super unique and nobody's talking about it. I realized that when I was talking to my creators, I was explaining several hand movements and camera movements and they were just like, bro, how the fuck, how do I even do this? For me, it was always supernatural to just know these things. But now in this video, I'm gonna show you guys exactly behind the scenes. I'm actually gonna film one of my most viral videos. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I filmed for this product and then also edited this video. Okay, so before we get into the filming, let me actually tell you guys something about the content strategy and the overall brand strategy that I have for this product. Because guys, I'm super organized, not only with my creators, with my own work as well, with my day, with my time, with basically anything. When it comes to sorting files, everything is always super organized. Like, as you guys know, I have a hard drive. There's there's 1 terabyte of footage saved and I still know exactly where which kind of footage or which clip is at. So there's always a plan behind it. I just don't order a product and be like, yeah, okay, let me just come up with some random ideas. I already knew where I wanted to go with this product. I knew my end goal was to get a branded US Instagram account, which is actually inspired by Stanstrums. I'm talking about Stanstrums so much that I'm kind of just glazing all of the time and copywriting. But Stanstrums is truly one brand that I appreciate, I just look up to them because I know they started out with organic dropshipping as well. And now it's a crazy brand. It looks so branded. I myself will buy from their Instagram site just because it looks so nice. So that was my end goal as well. And I was thinking, okay, let me break down the exact steps that I kind of have to go through in order to reach their kind of authority branded level with my accounts as well. My strategy was simple. Start with Germany and US at the same time. I've always been doing that. I've always loved it. So I'll set up all of my accounts in Germany, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Snapchat, and do the same for the US. When it comes to the content strategy, what I always start out with is copying the competitors because they already been in the trenches for me. They already done the hard work. I'm just gonna copy their most viral videos and try to improve them by 1%, whether that be a better text hook, a new trending sound in the car niche, which attracts more people in this specific car niche, some better lighting, or just better visuals overall. So it was actually very slow progress in the beginning. I think it took me 1 week to get the first viral slide or viral video because guys, I'm testing everything. It's not for me, I'm just testing some videos. I'm testing all of it. I'm actually the only person in the entire organic dropshipping space who's able to create high converting slideshows. So I was like, might as well try that. The first account that actually started getting traction was my German TikTok account, and that was with a slideshow. I think my first slideshow I copied from my competitor. I just put in some extra controversy to spark the fire and spark some motion in the comments again, which got, I believe, 30k views. So as soon as my account started getting some traction, I already ran out all of the viral video concepts from my competitor. So I was like, okay, I have to think outside of the box. So I started copying other competitors in the car niche, which is where I found this one video concept that I'm gonna show you guys now, which we will try to replicate once more. And I'm also gonna explain you guys along the filming what I'm thinking in my head, because on the spot I'm coming up with new ideas which make the video better every single time. Because if you look at the split testing session that I filmed in my VIP course, I'm actually explaining on how to go viral as soon as you found one video concept every single week, which is what I'm doing with my products as well. I just need one viral video concept to go viral for the next 6 months. And obviously when I'm filming, I'm also coming up with new ideas. Okay, let me try this new angle. Let me do this more extreme to trigger more emotion. So I'm gonna show you this right now.
Daydream, I fell asleep amid the flowers.
So this is the video we'll recreate today, not only with the filming, also with the editing at the end of this video. Like as you guys can see, I don't have this saturated TikTok anime blades flashy background. It's literally a super aesthetic background that I have here, which any of my creators were able to recreate as well. So I was like, okay, let me onboard a few creators, show them how to go viral, and within less than a week, every one of them started going viral and making money. One of the creators, actually big up Bastian, went viral on his 3rd upload. Guys, this product has so much demand, and when I'm actually giving you the exact video concepts and the exact viral video formula, it is goddamn guaranteed to make money the next day. So after onboarding all of my creators, explaining them exactly what to do, because I'm literally showing them the exact blueprint, how I made this product work and how they can make it work as well, with the Instagram farming method, with the TikTok playground method, and then how to execute the split tests. And now, if you actually check out your burner account, we own the entire space. That's not only for TikTok, that's for Instagram as well. Just fucking search up yourself CarBrace and you will see a shit ton of creators and me with my own accounts running up this product to the moon. I mean guys, I can literally scroll here and there's tons of CarBrace accounts. And this was my exact goal when starting out with this product, becoming the highest authority for this exact product in any market. We are not only in the US the highest authority account, also in Germany, in Spain and Italy as well. So we own the entire fucking market for this product, bro. So I literally made it impossible for anyone to start copying me. Obviously, you can run up a few racks here and there if you stay below the radar. But bro, I feel so bad for all of my current competitors that just kind of got banned out of nowhere because people in the comments were literally reporting them. And low-key, I kind of feel bad for the competitors who kind of got already banned because I made an Instagram story just bashing their accounts and publicly sending my followers to their accounts to just ban their accounts and report them. So for anyone who spent money on their samples and been waiting for weeks and just put all of this effort and time into this, I'm not really sorry. And guys, this is literally one of the advantages you have when you have this highest authority on entire social media. So I'm super blessed to be in this situation with this product. But now, without further ado, let's actually dive into the filming session. So guys, this is the setup and everything that we will need as of right now. We got 2 soft boxes. Those are not dimmable, so it's literally just on and off. And I got 2 of those. We'll also use both of them. What you need is actually, like, you don't need this super saturated TikTok flashy room that I already told you about. I hate this look. Like everything around with LEDs. This looks like a fucking childish kiddies room. You want something like this. Okay, so let's actually talk about the product in and of itself, because I always like to have the perfect setup. So as soon as everything is gonna be set up, I'll actually place the camera here and then just show you guys how I do the filming. But first of all, if I'm done with all of my setup, which is not only this, it's also like thinking the entire storyline. Do I have, is everything prepared around me? Is everything working? Is my iPhone storage empty so I can just focus on filming? If so, okay, great. The bracelets are already here. As you can see, one thing that I kind of discovered also along my dropshipping journeys, those are the best selling bracelets. Whenever you have like top selling variants, whether that be with any product that you run, which has multiple variants, also make sure to always promote them the most in your videos, because if people buy them, there's obviously a reason that they love to see them. So you should also show them in your videos much often. Also, another thing I always make sure is that everything is perfect. So for this, for example, if you had a product which has a display, for example, always make sure to clean the display. For these ones, for example, I made sure to clean them so there's no fingerprints or something on that. So with this lighting, I'm now gonna place the camera right here and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how we'll do it. So first of all, what we're gonna do is basically copy the visual hook, because what I'm always doing also with my own videos, I just try to replicate them as close as possible to the original, almost by 90%. And the 10% that I left, I try to improve it with something completely out of the box, which either triggers more motion, sparks some fire where people will be like, oh my God, this is the same video, but it's different. So that allows the video to go viral again. This is actually what's called split testing. You keep 90% of the video the same and you just test 10%. So this is the visual right here that we are. So as you guys can see, it's me hammering the cable inside the power outlet, which is one thing we're gonna do right now. Okay, so what I've done right now is I put the softbox to the left side, which is like the winning side for this video concept. And I got the power outlet right here, which is basically the one where I'm gonna push this inside. And there's already a few things in my most recent videos that I've been kind of split testing, which is first of all, the dynamic of the video. That video that went viral in comparison to other videos, I was pushing in this cable with more strength than usual. So I was like, okay, let me actually go over the top. So in my most recent videos, what I've been doing is literally just go over the top with the strength of how I put the cable into the cable organizer. So I was actually kicking it in, I was pushing it in, and there's a few accounts of my creators which have been going viral with this idea as well. So yes, guys, if you ever wanted the split testing is working, it is, as long as you do the right change. So what's something we could split test? The most important parts obviously is always the visual hook in the entire video, the text or the sound. So right now we are thinking in the visual hook space. So what I tested is the side of the softbox, the cable organizer, the length of the video, the how fast am I walking with different socks, different pants. Like the winning formula is actually with short pants. So that's why I'm wearing short pants right now as well. And I'm literally just thinking about the first clip. I don't think about anything else of the video. I don't think about how the video is ending. I just think about, okay, how can I make the craziest opening? Maybe I need some transition where I pull out the camera to make it even more organic. Maybe I open up a door in front of that. And all of these ideas that I'm explaining right now, I already tried them and most of them actually worked. So split testing is working if you know what you're doing. So the entire reason why I kind of just started yapping about all of this is because right now this is like raw. This is what my brain is thinking about it. And I told you guys, I'm not only gonna recreate this video, I'm also gonna show you guys, okay, when I start filming, what is my head actually thinking about? So one thing that I'm kind of just testing now, and you actually have to live in this bubble in order to come up with a lot of creative ideas. You don't have to be super creative. If you just look at the recent trends and you know there's specific elements in this space that other content creators are using as well, you can just bring them onto your own product, your content, whatever. This is why I told you guys, you don't want to just do product research on your burner account. You want to also look at their content, understand the content, note down the content in your brain. So whenever you are in the position of split testing a visual hook, you can come up with these ideas like this. So for example, what we're going to be split testing today is plug me in and then the word which I'm not allowed to say. So that's what we'll do. I'll actually stick this onto the cable organizer, which is this is gonna make it much more controversial, this entire visual hook. So that's what we'll do today. And I'm sticking it onto here. Okay, so as you guys can see, there's like, I kind of fucked it up because the softbox was already going on as soon as I plugged in the cable. But I'm not always trying to make it perfect. I like these kind of raw things when I kind of fuck it up, because that's also allowing me to do like, just implement new stuff onto my account. Because last week I did that, it worked. Like when I fucked it up last week again. What I did is, so the normal visual hook that we've seen in the viral video was just plugging it in, turning it on once and then going over. But there was one of my creators actually who did this. There is a sound going viral right now in the car niche where it's like, just because I did this, because I fucked up this plugging in first, he actually went kind of viral with this video. So I'm not always trying to make it perfect. I'm keeping every single clip. Since I'm bunch filming everything anyways, I'm just like, okay, while I filmed this, I was already like, okay, I kind of fucked it up. What's the best, smartest next thing move I can do? And I just continued filming. And most of the times, it's actually always those clips that you don't expect to go viral. So we'll just keep rolling. But right now, I'm actually gonna try to make an exact recreation of the visual hook. And one thing I'm paying attention to when I'm filming as well is that everything is always aligned in center. So you know that there's like, if you don't use these grids as a content creator, you're cooked, bro, because you need these grids. I always try to place the product right here. I'm starting off by walking. So my feet should be in this exact, like right here, because the text hook is gonna be up here. So you don't wanna have your feet up here. So you start off the visual hook right here. And when I show off the clipping thing, it's also on this exact height. Same for the box. I don't wanna film and have the box up here where the visual hook is, where the text hook is gonna be. You want it here, so the text hook is right above where you kick it in. That just makes it much better and much more visually appealing for the viewer. So let's give it one more shot. And I'm gonna implement exactly what I just told you. So I don't know if you saw that, but basically what I'm doing, as soon as I turn on the softbox, I'm having a very slow movement with my hand towards the product. And as soon as I know, okay, the transition's coming up, I'm doing a fast motion with my camera as well. So I'm not a big fan of using the CapCut transitions. I always like to do the transitions with my camera. This looks just much more natural. And in order to achieve this, you start off by filming slow and then bam. And then when the next clip comes, when I would show off the bracelet, it would be like, so I kind of catch the vibe of the previous clip again. Okay. One thing that I realized that I've been doing in the viral video as well is I had some, so this was like more on tension, if you say so. And as you guys can see, I'm taking my time. This is every time how it looks like when I'm filming. I'm coming up with different ideas, different adjustments, different improvements. It's not like, okay, let me do it the same exact way. Like you see, okay, I've done this different, let me improve this. This is how you always have to think, like always improve upon yourself and be super self-critique with yourself. You should actually be your biggest hater when it comes to content creation. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm actually gonna test it with a bit more lighting. Also, one thing that I always look at while filming is, okay, I know the beat drop is coming at 8 seconds. So ideally, since we don't want to change too many things, like it's 90% keep the same, 10% change. I already switched something in the visual hook, which is like having this sticky note. So ideally, that would mean, okay, I already did the change, so I'm gonna keep the same sound. So now you have to think in mind, okay, the beat drop is coming after 8 seconds if we keep the same sound. So look at your time. You don't wanna fuck it up and do the visual hook either too short or too long, because then you won't have, like if you overlay your new visual hook to your old time frame, it should be the same exact length. Otherwise, you're not copying your video one by one and you have less chance of going viral again. So that means if in your previous viral video, the beat drop came after 8 seconds, I would always rewatch the clip that you just filmed and see, is it actually 8 seconds long or is it 15 seconds long? Because if it's 15 seconds long, it's too much. Then you have to kind of do something faster or cut out some changes that you were trying to implement, which are just too long. So I'm actually doing everything always at the same time. I'm looking at the framing, I'm looking at the lighting, is the lighting good? And I'm looking at my movements with my hands, with my feet, everything, and also at the time. And one thing that I kind of forgot to tell you guys is every time you start filming, please wipe your camera lens every single time. It should be a reflex. Every time I just start filming, even though I filmed it before, it's just like I'm subconsciously cleaning my camera. So let's do one more and then I think we're good. Let me just put this away because this is kind of in the frame of my visual hook. Okay, visual hook is done. Let's actually look at the video from the beginning. Okay, so it's 3 different spots here in my apartment. The first one is almost the same exact background that we have where we started with the visual look. It's the same exact table, just that it's this one right here. And then we have, oh, it's actually just 2 clips. Yeah, it's 2 clips. So it's one clip that we'll do here, and the other one is just in a card drawer where I have some products in the background, which we'll use the tripod for. So let's get it. Okay, so for this product, this is the first background we're actually gonna use. This is just a very nice table with marble on top of here. And what I've done is basically, this is something you always need to think about as well when you order a product. First of all, when you order products, I'm a big fan of getting like multiple variants, so the video is not so fucking boring when you just keep showing the same thing. For example, when we talk about watches and you want to run up like these car watches, if you just have one model of the car watches, the content is gonna get very boring very fast. So ideally you get like multiple variants, and also you always want to think about props. So a few props that I basically got for this type of product is just some fake keys. Like this is a fake Porsche key, a fake Audi key, and a fake BMW key. And I'm just placing them in this thing here, putting them in the background just to evoke some more emotion when the TikTok doom scroller is actually looking at the video. So talking about the lighting in this situation, I actually have a huge window front here in my living room, which is now is also the perfect timing. Like the sun is actually on the other side of the building and it's not too bright right now, which gives actually the perfect lighting for this product. Sometimes what I like to do, because like the lighting here on top is on right now. I don't film the soft boxes, but the soft boxes, it was always a bit difficult for me to film with the strategy that I'm gonna show you in my camera settings right now as well. I always like to film in a mix of different light sources. So I always prefer daylight with either one more softbox, or in my case, just my living room light, because this is like a softbox if we're being honest. POV, you own CarBrace, the highest converting product on organic dropshipping. So what you want to do is you want to swipe up on video and tap on this button, because what you'll see now, if you scroll all the way down, this looks so much better. Like, let me show you the comparison again. Then this. Like this is oversaturated, like too much brightness right now. But can you see how there's so much dust on this black car bracelet stands? Whereas if you do it like that, it looks super clean. So this is how I achieve this very nice look, which eliminates all of the dust and all of the noises on this stand here when you're trying to film. Because this now looks super clean. So what I'll do is I start filming, and I will do a bunch of different clips. So I'm not only gonna film this for once, I'm actually gonna film this like multiple times. And this is what my camera movement would look like right now. I'm also gonna put the camera aside again, because I'm gonna be filming with both hands and try to make it as stabilized as possible. I do use my hands, like my knees and my hands here, so the footage is not so shaky. So I like to have my hand placed on a very stable spot and then use my knee as well as my hands, like both, for the perfect clip. And this is how it's looking like. What I always like to do for these type of videos, I'm not filming them like this. This is more like a straight zigzag. I like to film in a pendulum. So every time I film these type of products, like going like this, and if I would go from this side, it would be like this. So when people look at the video, it's like a pendulum, which is going more towards like this. And this is, in my opinion, much more satisfying to look at as if you would just do like dum, dum, dum. So this makes it like much more appealing to the viewer. And there's like multiple camera movements that we can do for this product. So one camera movement is obviously this one, then from the opposite side, and then something that's also always working very well is just pulling this in from both different sides. And then one thing you can do as well when you have a Pro iPhone is just this zoom in. This is also very clean. I like to do this as well. Or another movement you can do is, let's actually, new clip. Then you hold this down, and while you move, you slowly zoom in with the camera. That also gives it a very nice feel. I like to focus a lot on the filming, because then you don't have to do so many keyframes in the actual editing part. So my footage at the end, when you see me editing it in CapCut, will already look so good that we don't need to do any adjustments, whether that be the color adjustments, the keyframes, or the transitions, because everything I already thought about and implemented in the filming session. At the end, and the editing part will only give it this final touch. Fuck, this product is a banger! Okay, as you guys can see, I'm just experimenting with a few new hand movements, but in general, it's almost always the same hand movement that I'm doing. And I'm also playing around right now with the 1x zoom versus the 2x zoom, but with the same camera movement, just having the bracelets being up close. But no, I actually don't like it too much. So that's done. The next clip we'll do is the unboxing from the packaging. This is something we can do right here as well. So this is the actual viral card drawer, and we'll use one of my branded packages, which says CarBrace on top. So there's like more brand awareness again. So we'll put one of the bracelets inside of here. And also, guys, you always want to be conscious about what you're actually filming. So right now I'm looking back at the viral video that we're copying, and I just reminded myself that we have to put the M Sports bracelet, which is this one, inside of the package and open it up. We don't want to use anything else because that again would be another complete new split test that we're running. We already ran a split test on the visual hook. So let's put it inside, and there's like different things that you could now also play that I did myself with the controversy. So for example, you just put this the wrong way inside, so people think like, oh my god, it's inserted the wrong way. Does it come like this? Will people, is something that people will comment. But right now we're not trying to do it. Guys, tell me down in the comments below which one is actually your favorite bracelet and what you call. Like, if you are a car guy and you don't like it, not gonna lie, you're gay. This is the coolest product for the car niche ever. So this is now what the Audi one looks like. If you want to get one, check carbrace.com. We currently run a flash sale, or you have the link in my profile. Okay, let's put this in the background, and I'm gonna get you guys with the camera on the other side. So this is what the setup looks like now with the tripod for the last and final clip of the video, where we will basically unboxing this package with both our hands. So we need this tripod because otherwise you would need one hand for filming. But look at this. This is what the frame now looks like in the camera. It looks super nice. I made sure to cut out everything. Like I hate it when you can see the tripod in the cell in this frame itself. So I made sure to kind of hide it below this card drawer here. We have this in the corner being very nice aligned, and also I put this in the frame as well. Just gives it a bit more life to it. And yeah, let me show you guys now how I would film this. And one thing I also made sure to do, swipe up the video thing again and decrease the brightness of the video, so it gives you this very nice dark and aesthetic feel. So what I'm making sure right now again is that the product is aligned in the center, and my pace of unboxing this box matches the entire vibe of the video. So I'm not trying to open it up like this. I'm also not trying to be way too slow. I'm trying to match the exact same pace, vibe of the entire video. So also one thing I made sure is to kind of have it, don't be retarded when you're doing this. Like, make sure it looks very nice. So I kind of implement a few little hand movements. It's not like I just hold my hand like this and open it up. It's like small movements up, and then I turn the box a little bit and point this towards the camera, so the sign has this nice reflection with the sunlight. Okay, that was the last clip. I think we finally got it. Okay, we are now in CapCut, and the usual thing that I always like to do when I'm editing any video that basically already had proof of concept in the past, which is like exactly what we have, is, so this is the original clip. I just imported it so we kind of have something, so we know what we're striving for. First of all, I'm gonna extract the audio right here, so whenever we do some cuts, it doesn't affect the audio timeline, because sometimes I may reuse the original audio timeline. And then what we will do is just go ahead, and every single time a clip changes, we'll make a cut so we know exactly how long one frame is. And CapCut also recently announced a new update, which basically allows you to do this with the AI split scenes. And as you can see, it automatically splits the entire video for us, which makes it even easier. So the clips we have to align now is just the visual and the two clips of the product, and then some texts. Right above here, this is where we have all of the footage already. And most of the times whenever I film, the last clip is most of the times the best. So in that case, I'm just gonna drag and drop the latest recording, adjust this right here with the size, and put this above. So literally what we are just trying to do is recreate
the exact timeline from before. So I'm gonna cut and trim it a bit right here, and obviously the clip ends right here. So what we'll do is just move this over here, extend this, and it does look like that the visual hook, as I explained before, is way longer than the original visual hook. So this clip we cannot use, and actually all of them look so... Oh, okay. I just realized that the visual hook is without me walking, so let's actually go back, get this clip again. It's just me picking this up. I thought this was the visual hook where I'm walking towards the power outlet. That looks good. Picking it up inside, and then bam, transition. And guys, you can see with this technique, it makes editing so much easier. So let's take one clip, which looks quite good, this. And in my clips, it's always like the beginning and the end is the worst part, because I kind of start filming and then I end filming in a very awkward position. So I always take like the best part is always the 75% inside of every clip. So I almost never use only the just drag and drop the clip inside and then just let it play from the beginning. I always make adjustments at the beginning and at the end. Same thing here, cut it to where we'll need it, somewhere around here, and then it opens up, and that's perfect. In that case, since the movement ends here, so we still match it to the original timeline, I would probably speed it up by a little bit and then just increase this again. So now the new clips perfectly match to the prototype video that we're trying to just recreate. So now we recreated the original video almost one-on-one. Obviously it's not one-on-one because there's always some kind of differences. So for example, the lighting is different. The background here I changed a little bit. This I changed as well. And the positioning and the bracelet stands, I put on new bracelets. So all in all, it looks like the same video, but TikTok or some other social media platform, like in most cases only TikTok, because TikTok is the most strict when it comes to replicating content, won't catch this as unoriginal content, because there's still so many minor details that are just different, and it's obviously brand new footage. So whenever you do brand new footage, although it might look the exact same, you still not get banned or shadow banned from this. So this now looks good. Before we add text, I'm now gonna give it a rough rewatch, and we'll also then add the original sound, because this sound has like the sounds from this timeline where I'm pushing this inside, but this is not, like, as you can see, there's much more sounds in this clip here. So let's actually find the sound. One thing that I'm doing for the sound is right now I'm going into TikTok. I'm searching up Daydream. This is what the sound is called. And for example, if you didn't know what the sound is called in one of your competitors' videos, you could either just do it with Shazam or just try to find their content on TikTok and see whether or not TikTok automatically added the sound from the video. And in my case, this is the exact sound that we're looking for. This one right here. Where's the camera? This one right here. So I'll just go ahead. I'll send it to my MacBook just so you guys can understand what I'm going through. The next website you want to open up is musicaldown.com. You just paste the link inside of here, and then it allows you to instantly, for free, download the TikTok sound, which we can then import into CapCut. So also for this video, the beat drop is right here. So then we'll align this marker here with this transition, and now we extend this here. We cut off the end. This is very important, guys. This is some mistakes I don't like to do, but I still kind of do sometimes when I'm not focused, is I just keep the sound, then I export it, and then basically whenever I upload the video onto TikTok, there's like a super big black screen at the end, which is not something you want to do. So make sure you delete the song after the video ends. And now let's see if the video aligns with the visuals and the transition. also, as you can see, now we don't have the disturbing product noises from before, because I always like to match the sound effects from this video to the visuals, and this just gives it much more organic feel. Like, look at this. Okay, I think this, yeah, this is perfect on the beat. And then what I'll do as well in the beginning is add a little bit of a keyframe so the sound is inclining more. So this means like it starts off with 0 sound volume, and then the more the sound goes on, it fades it in more. I just like this more. Yep. Yep. Sound from the video. That's good. The only thing that is still kind of not matching to my expectations is the speed. So for these clips, we'll go down to 0.8. We'll add the CapCut stabilizer onto both clips as for this one, actually not, because it was filmed on tripod, but this one, add the stabilizer and then select both clips, and we'll also add some adjustments. So I like to turn this down a bit. And guys, I don't know what I'm doing here with the colors. I'm always just pulling them up and down a bit. However, I like the picture. The goal that I'm trying to reach is that there's not so much dust and noise visible on the picture, because the more darker the entire product aesthetic looks, the better. So this, for example, would be way too dark. This would look trash. So obviously we're trying to have it look very premium. This is good. And the sharpen filter I always also like to use, since I'm not downloading the video at the end in 4K, but in 1080, because if you download videos from CapCut in 4K and upload them in 4K onto social media as well, it will automatically be decompressed, because no social media platform is allowing to upload videos in 4K besides YouTube. And in that case, with the sharpen filter, what this makes is it just strengthens the entire picture. So we'll still be uploading the picture in 1080p, but it looks much crisper just because of the fact that we added this filter. But I would never go above 15 or 20. That's like really the sweet spot. Also here, adjust the sound again, and then move this down here, and now this should look much cleaner.
I fell asleep amid the flowers. Daydream. I fell asleep amid. Daydream. I fell asleep amid.
I like it. In that case also, let me rewatch the original video.
Daydream. I fell asleep amid.
One thing that I would change for this is add some keyframes here. So keyframes always make the video a bit more dramatic. So we'll add one keyframe at the beginning, one at the end, and then just slightly zoom in like 10%. Let's see.
I fell asleep amid the flowers.
Yeah, as you can see, this gives it much more of a more dynamic, engaging vibe. Transition is good. This clip is good. I like it. So now it's time to add the text. One thing that I'm just not a big fan of, that I basically now fucked up in the visual hook, because I actually thought we're filming the visual hook where I'm walking towards the cable and then sticking it in. I forgot that the visual hook starts off with this, because if you look at this first frame versus the first frame that we filmed, this is actually a trash visual hook. So ideally we would have started somewhere here, but yeah, that is my bad. Just so that you guys know why, like, this is not what I would do in a final video. I was apparently just a bit not so concentrated, because as you can see here, this is a very nice clip. Like, we have, as I told you, in the lower third, we have what we want to show the viewer. Then here we have the text, whereas here, the very first frame, there's nothing happening, which is actually something you never want to do. Every single frame on short form videos should say something or stress something, like not just be randomly there. So let's get to the text. Please, no hate. if you're trying to find an emoji but you don't have them as a quick shortcut, what you can do is just go on Emojipedia. So now we're here in Emojipedia. This is something that I used before until I didn't know like how to use the shortcuts on MacBook. So which emoji are we looking for? This one. And you just tap on this one, you copy it, and now you can instantly just paste it inside of here. That's it. Same height, same size. About the size, by the way, I never go below 10. So I always play around with 10 to 13. If it's a very short text hook, I even do 15, as you can see. But in most cases, I do between 10 to size 13. Then here we have another text. Let's look at the original video. Okay, this pops up very, very weird. So this time also is improvement, because every single time you redo the video, you obviously want to make it better. This time we'll add a fade animation here, but not in the beginning like this. This is actually perfect. And now we are done with the video. One thing you can do that basically I can give you as advice as well, if we want to do like a better transition here. I don't know why it's bugging so much right now, but one thing that I like to do quite frequently is I will add a transition in CapCut. Like if you want to add this pull-in effect, you can only make it this short because this clip is not super long. One way to get around it, because this transition is way too fast, I don't like it at all. One thing I like much more is you go ahead, you create a compound clip out of this, then you add a pull-in transition and you make the pull-in transition longer, so it actually feels like the viewer is being warped in. Have a look.
I fell asleep amid the flowers.
Is the transition making sound effects? When did they start adding sound effects to the transitions? I'm a fucking retarded right now. Crazy, they actually added sound effects to the transitions. That was anyways just something I wanted to show you guys for this video. I don't want to add this transition because I don't think it fits the vibe quite nice, because we want to keep it more organic rather than cinematic. And that is how you would edit these type of videos. It's actually not that hard. One thing that's like always the golden rule is adjust the pictures, like the contrast, so it looks much better. I can actually show you the before and after. Like this just looks so much cleaner. This is activated, this is deactivated, activated, deactivated. And yeah, that is it. Obviously there's tons of elements in the editing process that you could still do and that you can play around and split test or add on and improve. But for now, this is good. What we will do now, and what I always like to do, these are my export settings: 1080p, bitrate lower, export as MP4, and the frame rate I always push up to 30 FPS. I never activate the optical flow. I just never had good experience with that. I would name the file CarBrace and then add the date, and that's it. Then I would upload this video file onto my Google Drive, because I have an uploading agency who's uploading all of my content. I surely am not uploading all of this myself. I have systems in place for that, and also everyone who's in our VIP has access to the uploading agency as well, which means if you run multiple products and you waste more than 20 minutes per day, and you kind of still upload everything yourself, you're kind of just you're not thinking like a businessman. Then I can just highly recommend you start building some systems and outsource some things which are no direct money making activities. Cutting the videos yourself, filming and everything all around that is actually a money activity that is very important as a organic dropshipper. Uploading the videos and adding captions is not important, and actually just a huge waste of money. If you spend like probably, let's say you run 4 products on all social media platforms, which is also always a mandatory thing to do, like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok. That's 5 platforms. Probably you scroll another 1 or 2 minutes on the account just to keep them healthy. That's probably 1.5 hours that you spend every single day just on uploading content. And it's just fucking stupid. After airdropping the video from my studio display here to my US American iPhone, let me actually walk you guys through how I would upload the phone, what makes this account so branded, How do I get more conversions than anyone else in the organic space? And then I'm also going to show you guys the website where there's a few extra things that you can implement on your store as well to not only get higher conversion rate, but also more AOV, which is average order value. So for example, the product that I'm selling, I think the selling price is $30, but my AOV is around about $40 or $45, which is an upsell of extra $10 to $15. And I'm going to give you guys exact action steps that you can implement on your store as well to reach the same goal. So first of all, let's actually have a look at the Instagram account. The Instagram account, as I'm recording, has 38,700 followers, probably getting like 100 to 200 followers every single day on top of that. And now let's first of all walk you guys through what makes this account so branded. As I explained to you guys, this was the account that I kinda took all my inspiration from. This is the Stan Shrimps account, and their account looks super branded. So this is my end goal that I set for myself. If you look at this account, this looks like a crazy brand. You just feel like, oh my God, there is no way this is like a normal 9-to-5 dropshipping brand. So that was the end goal, and this is where we are at right now. I tried to replicate their theme as good as I could. Basically, these pictures here, they are all self-made. I took some time out of my day to make these pictures with every single bracelet and then just uploaded them here on my main grid. So there's no reels on this account as they do. They do have some reels here, but they also made sure to have a very nice aesthetic thumbnail on the reel, which is something I want to stress here as well. So if we go over to my Reels tab and we look at the most recent pictures, the uploading agency knows exactly what kind of thumbnails to use. So if you look at this, for example, right here, this was a very good selection of them. Like, these are still the normal organic dropshipping product videos, but if you just look at the theme, how everything looks like, this is very aesthetic. So looking at all of this looks so aesthetic and so much more branded than, for example, here they fucked it up a bit more and I was too lazy to change it. These ones, for example, they look a bit boring. So if you compare this theme, this profile to this is like two different worlds. And most of organic dropshippers accounts, they just look like this. They don't even pay attention to putting like the nicest thumbnails out of the video as a cover, just so the entire account looks more branded. So this is one thing I would definitely do. Then another thing I would work on is always try to have your bio and your username be as good and as convincing as you can. So obviously you want to have your link right here, which always connects to your product page. In my case, it connects to my collection page because I have like multiple variants and there's not a single product variant that I'm kind of trying to redirect them to. So in that case, they can see all of the different jewelry that I have on my store. Like, it's not only the bracelets, I also have necklaces, earrings and hair clips, and then also the custom jewelry. But talking about the website in just a bit, staying on the Instagram account, what you want to do is, like, first line, I always tell them what kind of product is this. Then the second line, I would make worldwide shipping, or if you run like some free shipping, which I basically never do. And then down below, a FOMO, aka CTA sentence, almost sold out, sale ends at midnight, low stock, check out here. And then basically always point with these fingers down below to the product page. And besides that, I would keep the account as clean as you can. Obviously, try to have a very nice picture. I'm not a big fan at all of logos. I always like to promote the product in its best lighting. Everyone who knows my accounts knows that on my Instagram profiles, I never use the logo. I always try to have a very nice picture of the product. I think this is much more convincing than just a normal 9-to-5 logo. Then if we look right here, I also do like the highlights. This is something that I'm split testing right now. So what I did right here is like all of the variants with the instant checkout, because since I have like multiple variants, I thought, okay, might as well do it. But for my other accounts, what I'm doing here is I usually have multiple ones. So I have one here with the reviews. So one of them, for example, in the highlights would be customer reviews. So whenever anyone posts me in his story, I would just repost it and then upload it in my story highlights. Or one thing you can just do as well, if you manually added your Luke's reviews, you just screenshot them, upload them yourself on your Instagram story, and then add it as a highlight as well. One more thing that I would add is basically FAQ. So just add a FAQ and just answer the most common questions. But for this account, I didn't want to do it because I wanted to keep it like super clean. And I think this looks much cleaner than what I just told you guys about. But obviously not everyone has so many variants that he can just post here. And also I feel like if I would add even more highlights, it would become a bit like, this looks clean. When I would add even more highlights, in my opinion, I think it's going to be just too clumsy and too much. And since I do like a lot in my stories, like for example, looking at this is also something I want to tell you guys. This is like a lot of objection handling. So there's almost no more questions when people want to buy my product, just because the overall brand awareness that I'm creating allows me to like already reply to all the questions that a customer might have. So for example, is this a scammy website? Is this, do they have fast shipping? Does it fit my bracelets? Whatever. Those are all objection handlings that I'm already replying to here with these reviews. So this is one of the CTA pictures that I always do for my stories. It's basically just showing off the product, the website, the direct buying link, and then a few reviews. And I have these in a couple different designs. So every day the uploading agency is just uploading these, and these are super high converting. One thing that I'm testing as well, which I saw on other dropshippers accounts, is basically here this group. As you can see, I have a custom group created like a few days ago with 45 members inside. And all I'm doing is just uploading some behind the scenes, just make it more natural, just show that there's a real human being, because this is like actually this business I'm promoting like it's my business. It's not a normal 9-to-5 dropshipping. I actually show how I come up with the designs and everything. So I'm trying to stay close to my community, reply to questions and everything, and also doing like giveaways. This is super good for brand awareness overall as well. And then one more thing that I kind of discovered with this account is if you change your name and you add like a few of your niche description. So for example, in my case, handmade supercar bracelets, which is like the perfect description for this product. I kind of feel like this helped a bit more with the targeting. So this is something I would recommend you as well. Don't have the same name CarBrace.us also as name. I would change it to something like that. And then let's talk about the uploading. So how would I go about uploading on this account? I don't upload on this account myself, as I mentioned, but I'm not retarded. I still know how to upload. So let me actually show you guys. This is the video. You always want to give it a full preview just to see that everything is actually working and turned out as expected. And if the uploading quality is good, because sometimes the uploading quality, if you like, in my case, it doesn't happen because I always use the same uploading quality. But if you use like different settings in CapCut, for example, 4K 60 FPS, and you see it's already bugging in the preview, I wouldn't even bother uploading it. I would go back to CapCut and download it in a video file, which wouldn't be as buggy or as compressed, because otherwise you would be spending, like, you edited all of this for nothing just to upload it and see that the uploading quality is super buggy. But this, everything looks fine, sound is good, so we can go ahead to the next page. And then there's basically just a few things you want to pay attention to. When talking about captions, you always want to have an interactive caption. So for example, let's look at the text hook. The text hook was "please no hate." Then I would do something very that makes them want to trigger, like, is it really that bad? Do you guys think I should stop doing these designs? Tag someone who would love these designs. Like something that actually triggers the viewer even more to actually start commenting on this account. I never just leave this empty and upload the video, because sometimes if I scroll myself on social media, the comment below, like the actual caption down below the post, is what makes me laugh or engage with the video. So definitely make sure to have a very engaging caption here as well. Then add some captions and then add some hashtags. So for example, hashtags that I always like to use, I do the 50-50 rule. 50% is hashtags in the niche. So for example, car guy, car niche. If I would use like BMW bracelets, I would add some BMW bracelets. And then let's say I used four hashtags in the BMW niche, then the other 4 hashtags I would use like general niche hashtags, which just promote the product even more. So for example, hashtag real, hashtag viral real, hashtag IG real. Those are like always hashtags that if you just put them in the caption, they are always popping up on other For You pages on Instagram, like on different reel pages, which just gives you more organic boost. Because hashtags on Instagram, they actually make a big difference. Whereas on TikTok it's completely different. On TikTok, the video goes viral anyways. But on Instagram, you know how you can just follow some specific hashtags. So that means when you are, for example, somebody with hashtag car guy and somebody that is following this hashtag, because you can not only follow people on Instagram, you can also follow hashtags, which is a feature that you don't have on TikTok, I believe. Or at least it's not as strong as on Instagram. But I myself, I follow a certain amount of hashtags. So for example, I follow AudiR8. So whenever someone is uploading a post with AudiR8, I see this post, which I probably would have never seen if he didn't use AudiR8 hashtag. So we'll use a caption right here and then choose the cover. As I mentioned, we want to choose something nice, and I think this is decent. Then also check the profile grid. This is actually perfectly aligned. Yes, looks decent. And then the last thing you want to check is under more options that you always have the upload at highest quality enabled. Unfortunately, on this account, I don't have the trial reels feature, which is basically a feature that allows you to do even more split testing on the account yourself. So this is now going to be uploaded on the Reels for You page. But if you had the trials reels feature, it would have probably be shown somewhere around here. I have this on my other accounts. Unfortunately, I don't have it on this account because Instagram is also doing like the split testing in and of itself in between different accounts. So some accounts have features that other accounts don't have. But if you had the trial reels feature, I would definitely use it for split testing. So let's say you had a viral video like this. And now what I would have done is in CapCut, I would have made the same exact video, but I added different sounds. So I would do different variants of this one with a different sound, one with different text caption, and tons of different things. So you created from this one original video 4 to 5 different ones, and you just upload all of them on trial reels and see which one performs the best, and then promote this one on your Reels for You page. Because with the trial reels, you have to imagine. So this is the route for the Reels for You page, for the Reels upload. Everything that you upload as a reel is in this universe line. Everything that you upload on trial reels is in a complete new universe. That means people who only scroll on the Reels page from you, they will never see what you uploaded on the trial reels, because trial reels is only shown to people who are not your usual audience. The trial reels feature is trying to find a complete new target audience. So whenever you found something that is working with a new complete new target audience, you just bring it over onto your Reels page, which your followers like to see, and they will obviously like this post as well, because you already split tested it with a brand new audience. So your audience is gonna like it as well. And that's just gonna help you to find way better, higher converting and much more viral video concepts much faster. Okay, so let's say you now started uploading the video. What I would do then is basically just upload the CTA as well, and then go into comments and just reply to all of the comments, or block the burner accounts. In that case, I don't block burner accounts. I got better things to do. I most of the times just check out their accounts to kind of see what they're doing, and just feel bad for them because their products and their content is so trash. But anyways, replying to comments, replying to DMs and everything. And one more thing that I would do as well, as you can see, I'm trying to finish and setting up the Meta verified button. This is like the last thing that is left on this account. So as soon as I get the verified button, this account is actually as I want it to be. Then it looks super branded, and also it's super high converting because of several elements. So first of all, we have the CTA story, which is always online every 24 hours. We have here this FOMO text. You might be thinking this is only small elements, but this is all coming up together. We have this, the story. We have this right here, which is funneling in people. We have the discounts, which we are pushing in the group. Then we have this CTA video pinned right here. We are replying to comments every single day. If you look at any of the captions right here, all of them say like it's only low availability, which is also the case. Like everything is low stock. This just makes people want to visit the website so much more. So actually, let's go on the website and let's see how I came up with the website design and how I did it. So as you guys can see, this website looks hella sick. Everything just looks so beautiful, so branded, so fucking good. So this is a Shrine Pro theme. If you join the 6-Figure Demons, we also have a close connection or close collaboration with Shrine. So I think you can save up to 20 or 25% with the discount code that we have inside the 6-Figure Demons VIP. So you can get this Shrine theme here for much cheaper. So basically what I did here is I started off the page with a collection page, limited stock, pushing some more FOMO on here as well. But for this product, it's actually not even a lie, because this is like MOQ product. I don't have so much MOQ for every single product, or at least some of the variants are always sold out. So it's literally not even a scam. And then what I've done here is just have all of the products. There are some reviews. Most of them are on sale. Down below here, we have the custom bracelets as well. And then if we go on these ones, so all these product pictures, as I told you, I made them by myself. Here we have another custom liquid, which you also have in the VIP Discord community. Like I can send you the custom liquid for this flash banner right here. I'm actually the only organic dropshipper who's using this, but this looks super nice. And also another element I love, which is custom liquid, is this thing right here with 90 like
showing how many people are on the website right now. And this is also a custom liquid, which is not available with Shrine, but I can help you out if you are in the inner circle. Up here, we have some product pictures, which are very nice. And I do believe there's some GIFs on a few ones. Yeah, they take some time with loading up. I definitely got to fix the loading speed here. But yeah, we have a lot of FOMO. Overall, there's a lot of FOMO. There's a lot of transparency on the website. And this always helps with conversion because people just feel like, oh my God, I need to buy it. Otherwise, it's going to be sold out, which is the case for this product because it's almost always sold out. So let's imagine they decided to buy something. I was also at always bundles. This is very important. So in that case, I'm incentivizing them to buy like 2 because they get another one free. And this is like a super good deal. So then they can go ahead here, choose their products. And let's say they added it to cart. They also, the first upsell that you can kind of see here is the premium gift box or the comparison look, not a comparison, the complete the look option here where they can get like the opposite of it. So for example, this right here is now the BMW M Sport series. Then they get recommended the BMW logo as well as the BMW M5 series. Usually they would only buy this, but as you can see, there's the gift box inside, the complete the look. So I'm just incentivizing the people to buy even more. And then down below here, we have the automatic pre-selected shipping protection. If you also want to know how to do this, because there are some updates that kind of nerf this, you can also ask me in my Discord community. There is ways to get around it. And then up here, this is also one more thing to incentivize people to just buy more, is because they do get a free bracelet if they check out with like a specific amount, and they also get free shipping if they buy more than X amount. And then up here, we have another cart timer, which is just stressing them a bit more that the product might be sold out soon. And overall, there's always 3 things you have to consider when you have a website. First of all, it's the trust, the offer, and the transparency. So the transparency we already have on this website because we do like a lot of social media. People know that we are a real brand and that there's a real human being behind it. So on the website, I would make sure that everything looks congruent. So it's the same product pictures that you promote on social media, also on the website. So people don't feel like too distanced. So it should look like the same business, because there's some people, they promote product X on social media, but sell product Y on their website, which doesn't make any sense. And you're just distancing and losing a lot of trust from your customers. Then the offer has to be very good. Also, like I'm still split testing my offers here, obviously, but the offer that you're looking at right now is really good. Like you buy 2 bracelets and you get 1 for free. And also, last but not least, besides your offer and your transparency on the website, you want to have trust. That is something that you kind of do with your FAQs. You want to tell them, okay, you will buy the product in the right size. This is good quality. This is good material. This is fast shipping. You will get your product. And then at the end, some things that you can do as well that I always like to implement on my website as well is a money back guarantee. So whenever they shouldn't be satisfied with their product, they can just send it back and then get a refund. And obviously, the most important part on every single website is always their reviews. So make sure you have unique reviews. Make sure to incentivize your customers to send you reviews. So you get all of these reviews, which are basically made by customers, and then you can just upload them onto your website. I would always try to get like at least 1,000 reviews for every single variant that you have. And yeah, that is actually all about this website and all about the Instagram account. As you guys can see, this website looks super branded. It looks super fucking good. I put a lot of effort into making this website as good, as high as converting as possible. And I actually saw a 3x conversion rate increase after I implemented like all of the systems that I kind of just told you about. I'm not going to do everything in depth, but if you're interested in knowing specific things, like for example how to do this custom liquid, then feel free to send me a DM as a VIP Inner Circle student, and I'm gladly going to show you this. Otherwise, this is going to be way too long for this YouTube video, because if I now start explaining how to do like these custom liquids and everything, and how to get even more conversion rate with a few elements, and how to trigger a few people with a few psychological just behaviors, that would just go way, 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 way above what I'm being paid for here on YouTube. So with that being said, I'm actually gonna cut here the website part. Okay guys, so this was an entire breakdown of basically what I do as a living day to day, and just one of the big brands that I ran up. This is the biggest authority brand on social media with the highest converting product right now, converting in the US more than 10K, and in Germany it also converts like 15K per million views. As you guys can see, I'm not doing the 9 to 5 AliExpress dropshipping. This shit ain't working. You literally gotta put some more effort into it. And the most important part I would say is the marketing strategy. And since I'm a fucking marketing genius and going about every single day, not only me, also with my creators, it is easy money. So I fucking love organic brand scaling. With that being said, I hope you guys liked this video. Please leave some likes down below, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and if you want to become a creator for me or for Alex, who's another coach in the Six Figure Demons community, also made like multi six figures, then check out the description down below where I linked our VIP Discord channel. You will there have access to me and Alex ask us questions or come onto the group calls that we have every single week. We have 2 calls per week. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. By the way, I'll sue everyone who's trying to run this product without brand authorization.